Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, the competition on the Celebrity Apprentice is heating up. And straight from last night's explosive boardroom elimination, Lorenzo Lamas and Sean Johnson are here. Plus, we're turning this season's hottest red carpet trends into fabulous everyday looks. And Wendy's got you covered with all of today's extra juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
My studio audience. Thank you. I'm honored. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Be still my heart. Thank you. Day 2. Still trying to shake the cold. Well, I wanted to see Selma last night, you know, with my Kevins, but when I got home from work, I wasn't feeling so well, so I put my robe on and got in the bed. I set the alarm in time to wake up for The Apprentice. I didn't feel like cooking, so I brought food home with me. I got my family a selection of bruffins. Have you heard what bruffins are? Okay, well, I had to take the picture before I put them in the oven. Okay, now understand this, okay. Bruffins are these pastries filled with ingredients from around the world. For instance, like this one's like a chocolatey one, and I think this is an apple one right here. But the other ones are like buffalo blue cheese, and yes, like that. It's like a croissant. You bake it in a cookie tin, you know. And they're the newest thing in New York. Remember the cronut? Remember the cronut? All right. Well, the bruffin is the new craze. So here's the thing. So you have to undress the paper around them and put them on the cookie sheet, and make sure you take the flags out. Otherwise, you'll burn your house down. So I had bruffins from around the world for me and my Kevins, and I laid the flags out strategically on the island so that I would know when I take the pan out which flags go back in which bruffin. When here comes the boy. Washing his hands and throwing the paper towel down slovenly on the counter. Flags went everywhere. I had no idea what flavors I was eating, but they were all so delicious. And guess what, studio audience? You're all going home with the new craze, a free bruffin! Yes. Really good. And by the way, when I put that picture on my Facebook, a lot of my Facebook friends said, no, Wendy, too sweet for dinner time. No. There are only a few sweet ones. The rest of them are savory. You know what I mean? Like salt, pepper, hot sauce, savory. Good. They're like one meal in a month. Anyway, so then the alarm goes off, and Celebrity Apprentice is on. Well, now, sometimes too much of a good thing is too much. And all I'm saying is, and I love Celebrity Apprentice, but you're asking for 2 hours once a week. Don't you realize we've got to get up in the morning? It's very difficult to pay attention, even though it was juicy. Yeah. I just wish that it was, you know, 1 power hour instead of 2 hours. But Kenya and Brandy, well, they've been fighting all season long. Last night was no exception. Kenya lashed out at Brandy in the boardroom. Some people say that Kenya hit below the belt. I say all is fair when you go on a competition reality show. Now, take a look, and then we'll talk.
she always has this way of taking personal shots at me that are unnecessary and uncalled for. I didn't bring up Leanne Rimes with her when I had my scene. I didn't bring up the fact that her husband left her for a younger, prettier woman. So she shouldn't be doing it. She should leave my personal life alone, and obviously something that she doesn't know anything about.
You're doing it right now.
She shouldn't be talking about that. That was unprofessional, and it was uncalled for.
I don't know why, but on Celebrity Apprentice, I enjoy seeing this behavior because here's my thought, and I'm a very nice woman from New Jersey, but I can be as cutthroat as the worst. All I'm saying is if you're going on Celebrity Apprentice, you were never friends with these people before you got on the show. They're not sleeping with you. They're not paying your bills. When your run on Celebrity Apprentice is over, you might see them on one red carpet every 5 years. You are there to win and compete. Let's not get this twisted. So I feel like Kenya was right in hitting below the belt. Did you watch? Yeah. Were you gagging? Yeah. But salivating at the same time, right? It's just like when, and Sean is here, so we're going to talk to her about this later on. Sean, hold on. Listen, Sean had her period, and apparently she's one of these girls who doesn't get out of the bed when she has her period. And so Vivica called her out on it, and then Sean said something cutting about Vivica being like menopausey and something like that. All that mess is fair when we're watching. It's all fair. So we'll talk to Sean Johnson and also Lorenzo Lamas when they come out here later. Real nice season. Real nice season. Nice. By the way, one more thing about Apprentice, and this, I love the Trump family. Don't always agree with, Donald Trump, but I love him. I think he's very entertaining. And Ivanka Trump, I just think, first of all the kids, Eric, Donald Jr., Barron, Ivanka, they're all so poised. They're the kids, no lie, I think that almost any parent would love to have. You never see them being dragged for filth coming out of One Oak, right? You never see them careening down the West Side Highway with a DUI. And she just sits there poised right next to her father, probably looking at everybody on the other side of the boardroom table like, thank God my life turned out differently. Now, I don't know whether this is beef being squashed or whether this is the girls putting up with one another. I suspect this is the girls putting up with one another. Apparently, there was a double date going on. Kim and Kanye and Jay-Z and Beyonce. I know. This is not what they wore on the dates, by the way. These are just pictures. But anyway, remember it was Jay-Z and Beyonce who last minute did not show up to Kim and Kanye's wedding when the place card was already etched in marble right there. Remember I was telling you, so it's not like they were able to just pick up a place card, rip it up, and replace it with somebody else. I mean, there was egg on their face because there's empty seats there. Anyway, they were spotted having dinner together in L.A. Now, they got there around 12:30 at night and closed the restaurant at 2:30 in the morning. 2 hours for a dinner is a very healthy, respectful amount of time. So in our morning meeting, they were like, well, what do you think that they were talking about? I said, well, I think that Kanye, who we long since known, even before Kim, that he refers to, or at least used to refer to Jay-Z as like a brother from another mother type situation. So I think that it was the bros doing their bromance, and I think that the Beyonce was probably disgusted to be there, which is why a restaurant. Which is why a restaurant insider said that Beyonce spent the whole time on her device. Well, wouldn't you? And Kim sat there, oh my God, and laughing. You know, giggling and being charming to everything the boys were talking about. And then at one point during the dinner, Beyonce got up to go to the bathroom, and Kim grabbed her purse and followed her. And one of the restaurant insiders said that Beyonce looked disgusted at this entire situation. Well, I have to tell you, I would be too. First of all, no, come on now. both, I'm sure, very lovely women separately. But you can't force people to be friends. And a 2-hour dinner is a long time. Kim and Beyonce do have stuff in common if they chose to communicate like civilized people, just to fake it so that we wouldn't know that nobody wanted to be there. For instance, they could talk about clothing. They both love clothes. They both are makeup girls and very beautiful girls. They both have new babies. They both have hot moms. So, you know, does your mom borrow your clothes? Yeah, mine does. They have pop. No, I'm serious. Listen, an effective communicator can talk to anybody about something for a period of required time. That's all I'm saying. But I know, in my mind, Beyonce's probably worried that Kim will put everything out on social media. Like, if Kim says, I'm no longer into Karl Lagerfeld at Chanel, you know, I really happen to enjoy this particular designer. I could see Kim being the one to post, guess what Beyonce just told me? Even though it's not like a lightning rod statement, but it's just, you know, anything to prove that they're friendly. Quite frankly, I think that the boys should have gone out and met themselves and not made the girls suffer and be there. When the show was over, I'm not one for big talking. Because I always feel like if this was our situation, I think my husband would understand. Just go out with your dude. Like, I really don't want to sit with, I'm sure she's a very nice girlfriend, but I really don't want to sit with her because we don't do the same thing. And I feel like I'm always on an uneven playing field because I share so much with you here on this show that when we get off the show, I really am talked out for the day. What? I'd be like Beyonce. I'd be on my device. Well, after 50... Oh, the drama of it all. Well, after 15 days in prison, Teresa's family has gone to visit her. They would have gone, you know, on the 7th day, except the girls apparently had a full day, I guess, of ballet and play dates. And so Teresa thought that it was very important that the girls live their lives and stay to their schedules. I would imagine that's also a lot of mother's guilt. You know, like if you hadn't had your hand in something, Teresa, then she would have been there for the girls. So that's nice that she let the girls carry on with their day. So it was Joe, and Joe brought all 4 girls to visit Teresa. Now, I don't know what the modern prison is like, you know, other than when I watch on Locked Up Abroad, which is... They're hella dirty and hella terrible and hella dangerous. But if you watch Orange is the New Black, then you see, well, when families come to visit, there's not that wall of thick glass where you get on the phone and you have to touch handprints through the glass. Like in Orange is the New Black, you sit at like a cafeteria table and the whole family sits around and you talk. I just think that, though, Joe should have gone alone first. Just scope out the place and make sure everything is fine. Not so much for Gia. She's 14. She's a tough one. But maybe for this little goober down here and maybe the second goober right here, maybe, you know, he should have just gone first by himself to just check out the whole schematics of everything and then maybe gone the next time with he and Gia, the oldest. And then after that, decide what he wants to do. And I forgot that she's in a prison where she can buy makeup and stuff, so it's not like, you know how sometimes when your kids, you know how sometimes when your kids see you, if you're like a glamour girl, a beauty girl, always with the makeup and the red lipstick and stuff, when your kids see you at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you look like the sea hag, as opposed to the glamorous mom that they know, they tend to say, Mom, what's wrong? So I'm thinking, if this was not the kind of prison where there was makeup and good shampoo and apparently a prison hairstylist, then the girls going up there would probably really shock them. I mean, it's bad enough that Mom's going to prison, now she looks terrible. Well, not terrible, but you know how you look before you have your first cup of Sanka in the morning. Do you know what I mean? So, so all I'm saying is, Teresa, at least you'll be home in time for next Christmas. She's got 380 days, and we'll be counting. Thank you. TLC's recording a new album. They want you to pay for it. Well, you've heard of Kickstarter. T-Boz and Chili are currently taking donations on Kickstart to fund their next album. Now clap if you would help donate part of the $150,000 that they need. You clap. Really? Now, I don't understand, like, I know, I understand that you love them. Now, what are you good for? $25, $10? Like, about 25 or 10? Well, I can tell you, my Norman, the black one, my Norman donated $10. And you can't believe they just opened up this Kickstarter yesterday, Norman, before the end of the business day.
Yep.
And today it's only 10:15 in the morning. They've already raised, as of before the double doors open and the man says, "Here's Wendy." They've already raised $60,000. And my Hot Topics team is on it throughout the show. So before we say goodbye today, I'm going to give you an update. But this is, like, unbelievable to me. Like, we've all heard of Kickstarter, but I had no idea that people would care about kickstarting a project after your budget for the holidays has just been kicked. Right? Like, you just got finished buying holiday gifts for everybody. Well, I'll be honest, and Chili, T-Boz, I love both of you, but I've always been nothing but honest. I would have to venture to say, I don't care about a new TLC album, because nobody's buying music, not even the good stuff, nobody's buying it. What I would say that you guys should do is be happy that you're on that tour. It's a new tour with New Kids on the Block and Nelly. Yep. And when you get out there on the stage, you sing all the old songs that we know the words to. We don't care about the new music, we care about Waterfall, right? We don't care about new music, we care about Scrubs and all that. Like, we like to sing along with our old school friends' music. We don't care about new music, but good luck. I can't believe you've already raised $60,000 in 24 hours. Nelly will open, by the way. TLC will go on in the middle. And then New Kids will headline. It's a good tour, though. Yeah. I know you've heard about Tiger Woods and the tooth, right? And you know I'm a toothnista, so this affected me a lot. Teeth are very important. Tiger went to Italy to surprise his girlfriend, Lindsey Vonn. Sidebar, I'm shocked that they're still together. So a tiger can really change his stripes. You know what I mean? So Lindsey was accepting her trophy. She's a winner. And Tiger was going to sneak up behind her wearing not just any mask, looking like, this is Tiger. Okay? What part of Stone-Faced Killer? Okay, look. So he goes to sneak up behind her, but he got trampled, and a video camera swung into his mouth and knocked his front tooth out. So he's... Yay, our show. I mean, that has got to be the worst in the world. And he stayed. I would have pulled that mask up, slivered back to the hotel, and called an Italian dentist. Like, it's so funny. Just one tooth all of a sudden makes him look like a murderer, doesn't it? Like between the mask, the eyes, the hat, and the tooth. If he was walking down the street towards you, I know I'm not the only one. I'm crossing the street. I'm going to the other side. I am. I'm frightened. I have this girlfriend. You know how I'm always telling you, if you're single and you want to meet men, you go where the men are, whether it's the boat show, the car show, or like when they have their fraternity conventions. You go to the fraternity conventions and you go with maybe one girlfriend or no girlfriends, and you perch yourself in the lobby and you have a lot of thigh out and you have your wits about you and you wait to meet your mister, right? Well, I have a girlfriend who, I've told you this story before, but that might have been season 3. We're in season 6, so it's about time I rerun it. Look, I have this girlfriend who did just that. She went by herself to a fraternity convention. I think it might have been the Qs. You know, they wear the gold and the purple. So she's perched in the lobby, hair laid, you know, a career on point, shoes good, you know, legs showing. She's kikiing and, you know, being entertained, all the men. Next thing you know, her front tooth popped out of her skull. Look, it didn't even fall into the glass or in her lap. The tooth fell down on the floor. Well, now, I don't have any fake teeth yet, but when I need them, I'll get them. They tell me fake teeth are expensive, so you don't just leave it there. She had to get off the bar stool and get down on the floor on all fours, crawling around looking for the tooth. She slinked back to her house. She never got any phone numbers. And can you, just all of you all with the teeth, good luck. Keep clapping. We've got more show for you, everybody. They were fired by Donald Trump last night on Celebrity Apprentice. Oh, Lorenzo Lamas is here. And Olympic gold medalist Shawn Johnson is here. Plus, Guilt.com is going to show us how to get this season's hottest red carpet looks, but in real life. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Look-alike. Don't go far.
She's one of the biggest stars in the world, and she's back on Wendy. An all-new Jennifer Lopez event. Her new movie, her men, her looks, all flawless. And we're putting her in the hot seat.
We can set some rumors straight.
Sure. You know how we do it.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Hold on, my cards are out of order. What a messy show. Hi. Welcome back. It's time for Celebrity Look-alike. I love this. Okay. Our first Celebrity Look-alike comes from Jennifer H., who watches The Wendy Show on WSVN in West Park, Florida. Jennifer thinks that she looks like Katherine Heigl. So here's the real Katherine Heigl. And let's take a look at Jen. Yes. Good, Jen. Okay, our next Celebrity Look-alike comes from Lynette N., who watches The Wendy Show on WAVY in Newport News, Virginia. Lynette thinks her sister Sydney looks like Danielle Brooks, from who plays Tasty on Orange is the New Black. So here's the real Danielle Brooks, friend to the show. And now let's take a look at Lynette. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, our next one comes from Tori G., who watches our show on WOFL in Tavares, Florida. And Tori says that everybody tells her that she looks like Anna Kendricks. Well, here's the real Anna Kendricks. Now, let's take a look at Tori. Yeah. It's the smile and the eyes. Yeah, it's good. Our next Celebrity Look-alike comes from Tina J., who watches our show on KRIV in Pasadena, Texas. And Tina thinks that her daughter, Jasna, looks like Nicki Minaj. So here's the real Nicki Minaj. And here's Jasna. Yeah. Oh, and wait a minute. She's getting lukewarm reception. Do you think that... Clap if you don't think that she looks like Nicki. Maybe same tribe as, you know, yeah. Okay. Here's our final one, and it comes from Heather G., who watches The Wendy Show on KRIV in Pasadena, Texas. Oh, they're both from Pasadena. Hey, Pasadena, how you doing? Okay, now, Heather thinks that she looks like a suburban version of Snooki. Let's take a look at the real Snooki. Now let's take a look at Heather. I think they're saying, really, girl? Thank you, Heather, though. You're very pretty, and so is Snooki. I just think that you don't look alike. Do you think they look alike? Oh. Heather, you just wanted to be on TV. Well, it worked! If you or someone you know looks like a celebrity, share the photo with us. Go to wendyshow.com. Up next, they were fired on last night's Celebrity Apprentice. Lorenzo Lamas and gymnast from the Olympics, Shawn Johnson, are here. Don't go far. Our first guests were sent packing by Donald Trump last night on Celebrity Apprentice. Take a look.
Shawn, if you would have stepped up and if you would have done what you said, you would have blown them away, you would have won, but you didn't step up. Shawn, you're fired. And I know you hate to do it, and I know it's a hard thing to do, but you're just not willing to bring two people back. Lorenzo, you're fired.
It is what it is. Please welcome Lorenzo Lamas and Olympic gold medalist Shawn Johnson. You're so cute. Hi. Lorenzo, it's been years. Good to see you again. Have a seat, guys. So, this is such a good season. We're all obsessed. Shawn,
yes.
I was saying during Hot Topics, in my opinion, nothing's off limits when you're on a competition reality show.
Correct. Nothing's off limits at all.
Yeah.
As you can see,
yeah,
we went far into the personal world, and I kind of threw the bone. I threw it out there.
Yes.
But I had asked a medic for Advil and kind of gotten the consequences of it. But I don't know. I don't think...
Because most women, they function with their lives when they have their period.
And so do I.
So I was shocked. I was shocked when, you know, you said, I don't get out of bed.
I competed at the Olympics with it.
Yes,
so, yeah.
yes.
And what had happened is a lot of it was in editing. It was like a conversation about the woman time. And I said I'd gone through a phase in my life where that might have happened. And, like, some people don't get out of bed. But I've never used it as an excuse. I mean...
But
I don't think
one thing I do have to agree, though, you know, you're only 22. You're young and you're still figuring out the world. And you're an Olympian, which means that she's been in training and kind of sequestered from the rest of us for decades. So you were, I think, in way over your head by being on Celebrity Apprentice.
And I was, I admit it.
Why'd you say yes?
Because I thought it would be a fun experience. I did the Dancing with the Stars thing for a while.
And you won?
Yes. You did it. You loved it.
Yeah, I hated it.
Oh, you hated
it?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah, you hated it.
I don't know. I've just kind of been raised in this mentality, especially in the Olympic world, where you work hard for your reward, and this was a little more about the devious game playing.
Yeah.
And that's when I was way in over my head. I just...
See, because Lorenzo, it'd be different if teams won Apprentice, but it all comes down to one person, and it's like cutthroat. I mean, Lorenzo, do you think that Kenya hit Brandy below the belt by saying that that he left her for a younger, prettier version?
I just think that salaciousness, it's not in my wheelhouse. I would never go there.
Yes.
But that's not to say that it doesn't create controversy, which creates
Geraldo would probably go there.
Yeah. You know,
Geraldo's a mess on the show, and we love it.
You know, I think the greatest thing about Shawn is that she is who she is, and she puts herself out there to the best of her capabilities. And, you know, that's what I try to do. You know,
you're a decent young lady, and you're a decent man as well.
I mean, I represent a charity that's a very noble charity. It's the Boob Campaign, and it goes to provide help and services to the troops when they come back after deployment. I'm not going to, you know, I can't very well represent my charity.
Yes.
And then go down that path
I know.
of salaciousness.
I would agree with that.
I get the conflict that you guys had, you know, because I thought that, Lorenzo, I thought that Kate Gosselin was going to get sent home last night. I was so shocked when you didn't call her back into the room. But you were trying to be fair and nice, and unfortunately that doesn't really work on...
You know, what was I going to do? I was going to blame the fact that the client chose the other video because of Kate's hair? The responsibility as a project manager lies with the project manager.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't feel it would be right, even to bring Geraldo back. Because I gave Geraldo I put him in the commercial. I made him the star of the commercial.
And he loved it up.
You know, so the old saying, you know, know your enemy, but know your friends, but keep your enemies closer.
Yes.
I figured if I made him the star of the commercial, I was going to have his alliance,
yes.
right?
Yes.
But he didn't really stick up for me last night.
No,
too much.
Geraldo is really putting the screws to everybody this season.
Yeah.
Okay, now Lorenzo, by the way, you look terrific. You know, you've been a sex symbol all your life. Now, you recently revealed some very interesting things in your autobiography. It's called Renegade at Heart. One of the things is that, and I knew this because I'm the Hot Topics lady, but if you can elaborate. So you have this hot son, AJ, who slept with your ex-wife. How does that happen? How does he break it to you? And what's all doing now?
Okay, so the two things that my son and my ex-wife decided to do was to have an event that they both knew was going to hurt me to the core of my being. And it was successful. It absolutely destroyed me emotionally. I couldn't talk to my son for 2 years after he called me on the phone. And he said, Dad, you know, I've got something to tell you. I go, well, I don't like the way this is going. I don't like the way this is sounding.
Was she already your ex-husband? I mean, your ex-wife?
We were already divorced. We were divorced, you know, dealing with our own issues in terms of raising, you know, our daughters, trying to raise our daughters. So, you know...
Was there liquor involved?
Yeah.
There always is.
Yeah, you know, they were both at a club in L.A., and they had run into each other before a couple of times, and one thing led to another. I guess Shauna brought my son home with her, and he felt terrible about it, and he called me, you know, like the next day.
And then you cut him out of your life for 2 years, but you're back together now?
I didn't know how to fix that. I was so shocked and upset and stunned and hurt that I just didn't know how to fix it. And then we tried. I came on your show in 2009 when we were doing a reality show together. And the reality show was kind of about trying to mend this relationship with my son.
Now, you and Shauna was your fourth wife. You're on your fifth wife.
I'm on my last wife.
And your last wife. I'm going to say, and hopefully your last wife, yes. But your new wife... Cute. Your new wife's name is Shauna as well.
Yes.
Now, I heard that her name is not Shauna Lamas.
No, it's not. I was not going to do that to the poor woman.
So you've taken her last name?
Yes, I'm Lamas-Craig.
And she's Shauna Craig.
And she's Shauna Craig, yeah.
Modern marriage, I love it. Well, and then Shauna, Shawn, you at 22 are retired gymnast. Now, what are you doing for money? Like, what do you...
I own a couple of my own companies, but a big part of it is I launched a website. It's called The Body Department. My main demographic is young girls, and again, with Celebrity Apprentice, I was representing character counts for young kids, so keeping your character intact. But The Body Department is a safe place for girls to go to learn anything and everything about health, wellness, fashion, beauty, and,
nice.
and their bodies. So.
Nice. Well, it's always nice to meet an American hero.
Thank you.
And an American sex symbol. Everybody clap it up for Shawn and Lorenzo. And make sure you follow all the goings-on. Celebrity Apprentice airs Monday nights at 8 on NBC. Ask Wendy is next.
On an all-new Wendy, we kind of got a reputation.
Hello, this is the Hot Topics show. It's what we do.
And Anthony Mackie.
I dress myself in your stylist. Oh, no.
From superheroes to a star-studded new movie.
Thursday on an all-new Wendy.
So we're back, and it's time to Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help?
I'm Sophia. I'm from New York. I have a crush on somebody. It's kind of a big crush. I think there's a mutual flirtation going on. The only problem is he's my boss. Now,
what type of work do you do?
I'm in the hospitality industry.
Is your boss a lot older than you?
No, we're close to the same age.
He's married?
I normally wouldn't go there, but...
You're not going there. Sophia! Sophia, do you understand that we are on in 54 countries? That your coworkers are now seeing this, and if the wife gets a load of you at the job site, she's going to punch you in the head with my microphone? Go ahead, humor me. What's your question, Sophia? How old are you?
I'm 25.
All right, go ahead. What's your question?
Well, I was going to ask if I should pursue it.
No. You are in way over your head. Do not pursue a married man.
Okay, fair enough.
Think of yourself as being worth more than that, okay? You're a beautiful girl. You can get another.
Thank you.
She's not going to listen. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm James from Cleveland, Ohio. I have a quick question.
Hi, James.
So 2 of my exes got together this summer through me. One of them I was dating for 10 years, and the other one I was dating for 10 days. I'm still really into the one that I was with for 10 years. Should I wait till they break up, or should I just break them up? What do you think?
Do you possess that kind of power?
I do. It's all in me.
But why would you want to break... How long have they been seeing each other?
Since July of last year.
Leave them alone.
You think so?
They've been together for 6 months. You know what? But keep an eye on the situation.
Okay.
And hopefully they won't be watching what you're saying right now.
They probably are, because the ex of 10 years knows I'm on the show. Hi. And so... we'll see.
We'll see. Good luck. Up next, everybody, Guilt.com is going to show us how to incorporate red carpet trends into our wardrobe. Don't miss it.
Make your feed a little more fabulous. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for hot topic updates, candid pictures, and, of course, behind-the-scenes tips. Get in on the conversation today.
Welcome back. Well, it's officially award season, and A-list celebrities are rocking the hottest fashions on the red carpet. Here to show us how to incorporate these fashions into our own wardrobes is our friend from Guilt.com. Say hello to Chassie Post. Fantastic. Nice to see you again. Okay, let's start with the first trend, canary yellow.
Canary yellow. I mean, big, bold, loud, proud. Canary yellow took the Golden Globe red carpet by storm. And here we have a photograph of Naomi Watts. I mean, she looks stunning in this canary yellow.
Now, is canary yellow okay in New York when it's 3 degrees?
It's okay anytime. I mean, color really has been king, not only on the red carpets, but also the runways. And we love seeing women embrace color at all times of the year.
Okay, our first model from the Wendy audience is Tani, and she's wearing the canary yellow trend. Come on out, Tani.
We cannot get over. Look at her. She is wearing a gorgeous strapless canary yellow dress. Her dress is by Zach Cozen. It's available at Guilt.com at 70% off the retail price.
I was going to say, that's a pricey designer. Is that
yes, it's 70% off. So, you know, it really is doable. And, you know, what we love about canary yellow is you think, gosh, this is a brash color. Can I wear it? But really, it looks great on almost every skin tone.
Much like
every
your
hair
cobalt
color.
blue.
Oh, well,
certain
thank
colors
you.
that look great on everybody.
Now, accessories, Wendy. I don't know if you guys remember Naomi Watts' snake necklace. It was, you know, encrusted in diamonds from Cartier, but we went to Etsy and found a $39 version.
Yeah, serpentine jewelry is very, very classic.
Exactly.
And I like the shoes and the handbag as well. You look good.
Doesn't she?
Yeah. Thank you, Janine. Thank you. Okay, our next trend, trousers. They're not for everybody, but tell us about trousers.
Oh, we went nuts for Emma Stone on the Golden Globe red carpet. I mean,
that looks like a trouser jumpsuit. That looks like a jumpsuit.
Yes, it's a one-piece, but we took just sort of the trouser trend, and, you know, she really proved that a smart, modern trouser can be just as glamorous as the most giant dress.
Do something unexpected. Rock a trouser. Let's see how Danielle does it. Come on, Danielle.
So here is Danielle. I mean, and what we love about her look?
I love the detail on the side.
Isn't that incredible? I mean, it's effortless, it's cool, it's downtown, and we started with, on this one, the trouser. And everybody can use a great pair of tuxedo trousers, and the little metallic detail. These are by Ann Taylor.
Okay.
$129. Then we added a ladylike bow, and then this fun metallic cropped, just little blazer jacket, which is just as great with jeans, Wendy, as it is, you know, a tuxedo.
No, this is a great outfit.
Isn't this
is a
fun?
great, thank you, Dan. Yeah,
Thank
you look good. Okay, now, a trend that I love, I don't consider it a trend, I consider it classic, a T-length dress. Love this. Talk about it.
I love this trend, too.
But not that dress.
Well, this dress by Mary Cantranzu was a true statement. I mean, Kerry Washington really takes some risks on the red carpet. But we love this shorter length. You know, it's in between midi and full length.
Right there at her ankle.
Right there at the ankle. And you can go, you know, with T-length even a little bit shorter. You don't have to go so exaggerated.
Yeah.
It might be a little more flattering for every figure.
Let's take a look at how Megan is rocking it. Megan, come on out. Perfect.
So here's Megan.
I love it.
And Wendy, this...
She's so ladylike.
Isn't it? And, you know, very Hepburn-esque, sort of 50s. And this dress is by ASOS. It's $161. And, you know, it's fun and 50s inspired, but it's also modern. It's made out of scuba material, guys.
I can tell by the way it's hanging, yes.
And sort of it gives it that volume. And I think that's our favorite thing about the T-length dresses. It's sort of a departure from that mermaid silhouette that we see all the time on the red carpet.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Really
Thank you, Megan. All right, our last look, metallics. Now tell us about metallics.
Wendy, I mean, talk about heavy metal. I mean, Julianne Moore shut it down.
She's really
yes. In this Givenchy, this sort of full-on silver sequence. And, you know, the stars really know that when it comes to sparkle and shining and making a statement, just grab your nearest sequence,
and go.
right?
All right, let's take a look at Katie. Katie, come on out.
Now, look at Katie. Right?
Perfect.
Now, this is really doable. It is full-on bronze sequence. I mean, high glam, but low maintenance, Wendy.
Is this expensive?
No, this is from French Connection. It's $199.
Perfect.
And it stretches, it moves with you, dance all night.
I love all these looks. Chassie, you always hit the mark every time. Come on out, models. We're going to be right back, okay? Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Crystal's from the Bronx, and she's my eye candy. Very quickly, tell us about your look.
Thank you, Wendy. My shirt was actually thrifted, and my skirt is actually $21 from Forever 21.
Love that.
And the shoes are $44 from Aldo.
Here's your diva fan, girl. We'll be right back. Thanks to my guest and my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow, superstar Jennifer Lopez will be here. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.